It's good? It's good? Okay. Hi, my name is Daniel, and I'm a senior here. And today I'm going to be talking about a life without social media. So last year, as a junior, I quit social media for about 11 months. I deleted my Facebook, Snapchat, and all forms of social media from my life for 11 months. And next slide, please. And yeah, this is a screenshot of my Facebook of the day that I was gone. So 2013 September, that's the last time I checked Facebook. And this is August 2014, Samira making fun of me for coming back to the very thing that I hate. And yeah, and it was a difficult decision, as you might imagine, considering how important and how relevant social media is in our and everyone's life. And a part of me just wanted to get off the grid. I was never afraid of being different from everyone else. And I remember feeling always overconnected with these people through this medium of social media that quite often seemed superficial and almost a false perception of reality. But most importantly, I felt like I never had the time and space to think deeply and independently about my values and my life in general. And I was constantly bombarded by what others were doing online and how I was being portrayed online that almost substituted my need to kind of examine the most important aspects of my life. And it made me live a life so full of noises that kind of made me somebody who I'm not really am. And my disconnection from social media was my attempt of kind of taking a step out of this vicious cycle that our generation is victim of. And the first 2 weeks were the hardest. I felt like I was experiencing some sort of drug withdrawal symptoms. I was all over the place, and I felt like unstable. And for the first time in a long while, I felt this deep boredom and loneliness that I've never felt before. I felt truly alone in this world for the first time. And this instability and this difficulty made me realize what social media had done to my life and me. And it was a good way of assessing what it had done to me over the years. And it seemed as though we have all become these miniature celebrities, obsessed with how many followers we have, how many likes we get, and how fun we look in the photos that we post after a weekend. And such visibility from social media kind of secures our insecurities and substitute our need for genuine relationships. And I felt like I lived in a culture that no longer necessitated solitary time because the computer was one machine that had it all. News, information, knowledge, relationship, friendship, love, and even sex. And at some point during this difficult transition, I felt myself, I remember translating my boredom and loneliness into doing things that I really wanted to do. I had so much time in me, I couldn't believe it. I went on hiking, reading, and I built up a tolerance for meditation, understanding my body and my mind. And it felt great. I felt like I had the patience to do everything that I always wanted to do. And I felt truly engaged in everything that I was doing. And instead of having short but many conversations on Snapchat and whatnot, I started having fewer but deeper and more genuine conversations. And finally, I had the time to truly examine my pursuit in life. I had the time and mental state to truly question what meaning and what purpose my life possessed. But if you ask me now what my meaning of life is, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's a philosophical speculation that has lived on since the beginning of human race, and I am in no position to tell you what it is. But that was okay because I feel like my search and this desire and this very process of questioning and searching made me feel like I was fulfilling my lost soul bit by bit. And I finally felt alive. And this is my real message of alone time, and it is through that profound self-awareness and inner illness that my life flowered. And I'm not standing here today to ask you guys to delete all forms of social media. That's completely unrealistic. And I in fact, have a Facebook, like I told you guys. I came back, and it's a great way of connecting with friends in Europe and Asia. And I also don't think that everyone will benefit from alone time like I did. It was my personal choice, and it could be not yours. But what I ask and wish for all of you is that you find your way of achieving your own individuality and your own value and your own genuine relationship. And in a society that allows you to be entertained and connected all the time, I feel like we are often too distracted to ask ourselves the most important questions. And I just shared my way of finding my own values. And what will you do to find yours? Thank you.